I got to find a new name for the theoretical pet we talk about on the show named Fluffy. I mean, I don't want to use my own dog named Woody, but I'll take applications for a new pet name because now everyone's talking about their pets, dogs, cats. Are they ending up in a charcoal grill somewhere? I don't know what's going on. All I know is this much. I posted something yesterday on Instagram. You know, by now, if you've been listening to this show for any period of time, you know that Tucker Carlson was here on Thursday night with Megyn Kelly. They did their live show at T-Mobile, and they had a packed house. Turned out to be a great event. And I posted a photo of myself with Tucker and Megyn on my Instagram page at Pete Mundo yesterday afternoon. Got this photo, got sent to me from some time we spent together briefly before the show, and I put it up there, right? So the comments come pouring in, and, you know, most people were pretty nice about it. But there was one that just stood out to me. And now, I let all the trolls do their thing. I mean, look at my Facebook page on any given day, and you'll see plenty of that. You've really got to work hard to put me in a situation where I got to ban you. But there are people who are trolling more so on Facebook than Instagram on a regular basis. And I'm fine with that. Like, usually I just laugh about it. Some of you say I should be banning these people, but my attitude is whatever. Like, I don't really let it bother me for the most part. But anyway, there was one comment in particular on my Instagram page where someone wrote on the comments with the photo of myself, Tucker, and Megyn Kelly saying they believe the pet story. Now, the pet story is, of course, the story that's taken over American discourse over the last week in the wake of last Tuesday's debate regarding pets in Springfield, Ohio, allegedly being eaten by Haitian migrants. There has been a lot of mixed reporting on this. There are residents who say there are serious concerns about this. There are officials who say we don't have really credible reporting on this right now. But my point has always been this. First off, I have not heard Tucker say. I was at the show when he talked about it, and he just said he thought it was funny. He didn't say he believed it or didn't believe it. He was just laughing about the whole thing. Like the classic Tucker laugh where he sounds like a madman. He was more or less laughing about it. But I don't remember him saying like, yeah, this is definitely happening. Maybe I missed that line, but that's not what I heard him say. But anyway, the part that's getting missed about the pet story is this. When you have the stronger facts on your side, you don't need to go into talking about Fluffy. That's been my point for the better part of a week. It's not about what I believe or what might be the case, but I don't have to debate the facts when the facts are on my side and the facts are stronger than whether or not Fluffy's gone missing in Springfield, Ohio. The facts are that you have people who have lost their lives at the hands of the border crisis where 12 million people have poured into the country. It's not sustainable, and there are tons of bad actors in America right now that we don't know about. And whether they're people on the terrorist watch list, which there are dozens of those, or they're drunk drivers who are killing innocent folks in America, or they're people who are going for runs like Laken Riley at the University of Georgia who are getting killed by these individuals. I've got those facts on my side. And I was trying to think of an analogy that really makes all this work. And this analogy I'm going to use is morbid, but it's the best thing I could think of as I was staring at the wall last night at about 10 o'clock. Couldn't fall asleep. If you are someone who is filing for divorce, and God willing, you never have to do this, but if you are someone who's done that, and you're trying to make the case for sole custody of your kids, and there are two things that you can use to benefit yourself and benefit your argument for why you should get sole custody of your kids. And number one is you've got proof that your significant other tried to poison you. You've got the hard evidence, the hard proof that your significant other tried to poison you, and that's why you should have sole custody of your kids. I know it's morbid, but it's the best thing I came up with at 10 o'clock last night, so spare with me here. The other thing that you could roll with is, well, I think my spouse might have cheated on me. I'm not totally sure, but I think they might have had a boyfriend or a girlfriend on the side. What's the more compelling argument to the judge? You've got the data, you've got the facts that show, hey, my spouse tried to poison me. I need the kids. Or, well, I think they might have cheated on me, but I'm not sure. I'm not quite sure what exactly happened. So by playing up the pet story, what you're doing is basically going with the I think my spouse might have cheated on me thing, rather than being like, no, I've got evidence that proved this person tried to poison me. One is a much more stronger argument, and one will help your case much more, and one is based in nothing but facts. The other is like, I think this might have happened, and by the way, even if it did happen, it's not nearly as offensive as the other thing that we know happened. And that's the part of the pet story that is getting lost. The surface area story is it true? Is it not? The deeper part of the story, the part of the story that matters, is how you use these stories to further yourself as a political candidate. And the only thing that matters, the only reason it's being talked about, is because it's one of those things that could theoretically help Donald Trump get back into the White House, right? And if that's what this is really about, and you have two options, one is a maybe story and not as compelling. The other one is we know it happened. We've got the data. The facts are undeniable. And by the way, it's a more compelling and more emotional story. I know which one I'm harping on between now and November 5, and it's not even close.